youngsters should be ripped. And that right there can be furthest from the truth than night and day. And the reason I'm saying it is that the industry will have you to believe or push your mindset to the point to where it put all human beings in the same category as far as body composition. And that right there is designed to make them money. That's why they are pushing you towards that. It's like models. You know, they would have you to believe that being as small and as anorexic as models are, that's the way that a person should be. And it's like I said, if you follow that concept, you're only following that concept to put more money into their pockets. And if you are not a bodybuilder, then striving for that ripped look is very unnecessary. I mean, what would be the purpose of it? You get a lot of you guys thinking that, you know, if I got this ripped look, you know, more women would want me. You know what I mean? And that right there is not going to get you any women. Trust me, it's not going to get you any women. Women tend to push away from heavily ripped looking people. If you look at guys like what his name is, the actor Statham, Jason, I think it's Jason Statham. You know, women normally go toward moderate type looks like that. You know, not necessarily the heavily muscle look. You know, I personally have never had problem with getting women, and I don't walk around with a ripped look. I just don't do that, you know, because that's not a desire of mine. My thing as far as weightlifting, I always have been concerned around strength. That's pretty much what I did most of my work towards being stronger. During my high school years, you know, I had the abs and all that stuff there. That was a good thing because I had just started lifting weights and stuff like that. And now, if your midsection is not hanging over your belt buckle, then you in pretty decent shape. You in pretty decent shape. I mean, that's all that's required to be in shape. And if you, like I said, if you're not a bodybuilder, striving for that ripped look, that's totally unnecessary. I wouldn't know what the purpose of it would be. Being a natural person that's not in the bodybuilding category. If you're, like I said, this channel is based around everyday people, and I don't believe in putting people into this cookie cutter thing that everybody's supposed to be a certain way. You know, that's bodybuilding stuff with us being judged on body composition, size, muscularity, separation. That's all bodybuilding stuff. And bodybuilding pretty much consists of some type of drug usage. You know, I know they say they got natural bodybuilding shows. Yeah, they have natural bodybuilding shows. But in those same shows, the top guys are 9 times out of 10 on some type of drug. So I wouldn't base my life off of anything with bodybuilding, because that's right there is gonna set you sideways. You're gonna be striving for stuff that's not even possible in the natural realm. In the natural realm, if your gut is not hanging over your belt buckle, then you in pretty decent shape as far as fat composition is. You have to have a certain amount of body fat, first of all, for protection of your organs, and at the same time, that also helps to keep you healthy when it comes down to catching colds and crap like that. So don't let people push you toward that bodybuilding look when you don't need that. Like I said, women don't even gravitate toward that. If you a man trying to get that ripped look for women don't even gravitate towards that. They gravitate, like I said, toward guys that's more moderate looking. That's what they call normal to them. So all that excess is normally stuff that men have made up over the years for themselves, for their egos. And right now, they're pretty much caught up in that, and that's what pushing them to try to get themselves down there to that low of body fat composition. When, like I said, they're not even bodybuilders. They're just walking around every day, and that's what they consider to be quote unquote the mandate for being in shape. So a lot of you would stay out of the gym because of individuals like that. And if you look down in the comments with a lot of my videos, people talk crazy to me. And the thing about it is, if I had those kind of emotions where you could hurt my feelings, it probably would hurt your feelings. But I don't have them kind of emotions. I can care less about what people think about me. I can care less about what people say that I should look like or I shouldn't look like. I can care less. I mean, I do what I do for me. I do what I do to make me happy. And right now, I'm happy. I'm happy with the way I am. And like I said, I can care less about what people think. And as soon as you get to that point in life, your life will be a whole lot better. If, like I said, if your gut is not hanging over your belt buckle and you're working out on a regular basis, then you in great condition. Great condition. If you got a little shallow of abs, even better, because that's all it takes to be in really good condition for everyday life. This right here is a channel that's about the truth as far as fitness is concerned. We're not talking about fitness people that don't have nothing else to do. That's all they do, or they have a job that's centered around being in the gym, and they normally get their workouts after work, and things like that. Or they are younger people that don't have jobs, and that's all they do with their time is pretty much stay in the gym. If you're a person, I mean, listen to me, really listen to me. If you're a person and you work everyday 9-to-5 job, or in my case, 12-hour day job, you're not going to be in the gym like that. You're not going to be able to develop a body like the industry say you should look like. You're not going to be able to develop that body because you can't spend the time in the gym to do it. You don't have the hours of rest a day to rest, to recover from all that crap all the time. It's just impossible for you to do it. So quit putting yourself in that realm of supposedly to be looking like a bodybuilder when there is no reason for you to look like that. No reason. Like I said, it's not going to help you get women. It don't mean that you're in better shape than the person that have light abs, or the person that have their gut not hanging over their belt buckle. That don't mean you're in better shape than they are. That just means you have a lower fat composition than they do. But that don't mean you are stronger than they are. That don't mean you are healthier than they are. That just means you just have a lower fat body composition. That's it. Other than that, all that stuff is just for looks. All that stuff is for looks. And if you have an everyday job, there's no reason for you to worry about six packs and all that stuff. You worry about one thing, not having your gut hanging over your belt buckle. And as long as it's not doing that, you gravy. I mean, that's the truth about fitness. That's just being in shape. So don't be afraid to go into the gym and lift weights because you may have this guy. I mean, a lot of guys in the gym these days, just regular guys are in there taking that crap, So they are able to keep their body fats to a lower percentage rate. So don't compare yourself against other people in there, because you just never know what they're doing in there. And I know a lot of them that's not in any kind of competition, but they sit up and they waste their money on steroids because they want a certain size arms, or they want to lift a certain amount of weight, when all that crap is short-lived, you know, and is risking your health on a regular basis. So I don't get it. But if your gut is not hanging over your belt buckle, your hanging over your skirt if you're a female, because I have a few females on here, so I had to work on that part right there too. But don't do it. Don't let nobody push you into that cookie cutter type of thought process. Because other than that, my brother, you wasting your time. Get in the gym, work out. If you can get those 3 times a week, and if you're doing it 3 times a week, in order for you to get all your body parts, you're gonna have to pretty much do full body type exercises because of time. So if you can do that 3 times a week, you're gonna be in really good condition. And I always get these ones that saying they on roids or whatever, talking about it help them play with their kids more and all this other stuff. I mean, forget that. If you're in decent shape naturally, you can still play with your kids. You know, I play with mine all the time. I'm with them all the time. You know, and I'm 48. You know, now. And I have no problems with energy. I don't need to take a shot every couple of weeks, you know, in order for me to be able to keep up with my kids. You know? So, being natural is the way to be. Quit trying to make yourself look like these bodybuilders and pushing yourself further and further toward that ripped look when that look is not even necessary to be healthy. It's not even necessary to be healthy. So, anyway, that's what I wanted to talk to y'all about. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. And again, I'll be talking to you later. And today is going to be strawberries with fake sugar. Pretty good.